Hello everyone, this is Zooc, and this is going to be the final part of my no bullshit approach to drawing stuff series. Going to be finishing my monster face today as I promised. We'll be focusing on the only thing that's left, the chin and the mouth, or the lips. And that's about it. I decided to go with a spiky chin, spiky-ish. Sort of like a gremlin, as I mentioned in the first parts. I was going for something like that, not perfectly replicating it, but at least in the same area. So there's not much to say about the chin really, because it can be so many different shapes and sizes. Basically, the only thing that's really crucial about the chin, psychologically, sharp features characterize evil characters or malicious characters. If you watch cartoons or like the old Disney stuff, you'll see that most of the time all the evil characters or the bad guys in the cartoons have very sharp features, you know, very long pointy nose, very sharp chin. So when drawing a humanoid looking monster, it's good to take that into account. Like don't make his face too round. Fuck's sake. A round face is usually associated with like friendliness and goofiness. You know, all the dumb characters in cartoons usually have rounder faces. It's really about the impact that certain shapes have on the human psyche and what we associate them with. So that's about it. But there's no like 100% set rule. Of course, something round can be rather demonic looking and disgusting and evil. But as a general guideline, just keep that in mind if you're trying to do something like this. I don't really know if I should make a new series with a different character, but I did receive a lot of positive feedback on this shit, even though I don't get as many views as I was hoping for. But you know, it happens. Can't expect everyone to like everything. But a lot of people have said that this sort of stuff has helped them because it's not filled with fuck off face. Jesus Christ. It's not filled with, if you're not hearing that, someone is spam messaging me on Facebook as I'm recording. It always seems to happen when I'm recording for some reason. I guess it's my curse. So, I guess I might do it. Plus, it makes for good filler. It's, not meaningful. What's the word for it? It's, not, what the fuck is that word? God, I hate it when I forget a word. Relevant. It's relevant to the channel. More relevant than other videos I've made, definitely. So I see no reason to. It's as long as it helps people, I don't really care about that extra 50 cents I get per video or whatever it is. So yeah, I'll be thinking up a new character, maybe a full body one this time, because I know people have asked about hands and legs and stuff like that, how to go about doing that, and muscles as well. Maybe like another humanoid type-ish monster, that full body pose. We'll see. So what I'm doing right now is I grab the stylus and I am running it up and down across the upper lip just to give it a few wrinkles, because it's supposed to be a textured monster. So it should have a few skin wrinkles and irregularities. Like it shouldn't be completely smooth. So that's what I did now. Applying a shade. I'm not that good with mouths, but this one will be coming out okay. I'm not recording this as I'm drawing because I didn't know how long it would take. It's not really sped up much, only about 25% or something. So it's almost real time. I'm just giving it a bit of texture there, separating the lip from the rest of the mouth. It has, again, something I mentioned, doesn't have very thick lips. It has very thin lips, which is again another characteristic that is applied to negative looking characters. In movies, that actually happens in movies a lot. I am a big movie buff, and I do watch a lot of shit and notice certain things. For example, most of the time, the guy that cheats on if the guy is like a corporate power player, you know, someone with a lot of money and running a big company, and for example, he's some semi-bad, like a semi-bad character, he'll most of the time have sharp lips and sharp features, as I said. Not necessarily sharp features, because it's not as easy to achieve that with human beings as it is with drawn characters. But sharp lips is, again, another sign that the person is maybe slightly untrustworthy and unfriendly and is up to no good. They actually do aim for something like that a lot of times. So, you know, the friendly looking guy with the goofy round face and, you know, baby face isn't, usually going to be a negative character in a movie because it's unlike him. You know, certain characters have to be picked for certain roles. Al Pacino isn't really a very romantic type. You know, he plays a mobster really well. Robert De Niro plays a mobster really well. You know, they don't have full lips. They don't have very round faces. You know, they're sort of manly and like, you know, fitting for such roles. For example, Adam Sandler, he couldn't really play like a monster, not a monster, but a mobster in a serious drama. You just don't see him like that. Even if he had no history of playing in dumb comedies, he still couldn't pull that off just because he doesn't have the face for it. He doesn't have the expression for it, and doesn't have the doesn't impose the same kind of respect and set off the same emotions in viewers as the other guys do. So you can use those principles when you're drawing something. Like, if you're making something out, if you're making a character out to be the bad guy, then don't make him too friendly looking. And this guy definitely did not come out too friendly looking. He does look like he's a very devious character, a very you know, up to no good. You know, could kill you, could double cross you. It's not, you can't make a deal with him. Stuff like that, you know. Certain simple facial features that translate into more complex thoughts. I'm actually going to speed this up because there's not much left to talk about. The chin is really up to you. You can make it almost non-existent or make it really prominent. I chose to make it pretty prominent and gave it some spiky looking stuffs on it. Spikes are always good. I use spikes a lot in my drawings and usually end up never regretting it. So if that's something, an element which you want to carry over in all of your works, then go right ahead. Doesn't really matter. It's not like I'm selling it. Nobody gets to really criticize it for any reason except for its artistic value, and it's completely subjective. So this is gonna be it, the final part. What is this, like part 8 or 7? I'm not sure. I think it's 8. So I guess in total it came out to about 2 hours. Let's see, 20, 40, yeah. 2.5 hours, I would say. Almost 3. So, you know, it's kind of a normal time for me. Normal time frame. I didn't really rush it, but I of course didn't pay as much attention to details as I would in a regular drawing that I may need to sell, or, you know, drawing for someone as a commission. So, but it still looks, I think it looks pretty good for a demonstration. Most demonstrations look like ass anyway. So yeah, thank you for watching, I guess, and I'm gonna go back to watching our major political drama that's going on in Romania. In case you didn't know, there's been like a huge, I'm probably gonna make a video of it just to explain to people what's going on, because this is kind of a big deal at a European level already, not just local. So yeah, gonna go back to watching that stuff and see how the events unfold. So I guess I'll see you for my next videos. Thank you for watching again, and have a good day or night or whatever. Bye bye.